There's an ability that all your favorite pro players are using right now in Madden 26, and I guarantee you've never heard of it. In this video, we're breaking down what makes the Slot-O-Matic ability so good, who has it, and why you need to be using it here in Madden 26. You're not going to want to miss this one. Let's jump right into it. Alright, so you're going to ask, BLT, what are you talking about? What is Slot-O-Matic, okay? We're talking about the wide receiver ability. Well, you see it right there on Chris Godwin. Better cuts and catching on short slot routes, okay? Other players that have it that I noticed going through, the Chargers receiver, Madden has it. Garrett Wilson also has it for the Jets. And I just went through and looked at all the other players. Those are the only 3 guys that can get the ability in regs. Now, you can equip it on your receivers and Ultimate Team and franchise mode, okay? You can certainly do that. But really what I'm going to be breaking down is what makes this ability so good, okay? So we're going to come into bunch strong offset and we're going to call a play like this. They're going to be running just regular man coverage, okay? Madden here, right? On this play, he's gonna be running a shriek. This is what you don't want to do, okay? You take the snap, this route has 0 cuts. You see how he doesn't light up, he doesn't beat his man, boom, okay? Now, abilities in Madden 26 actually don't work every single time. They used to actually work like every play if you had an ability. Now they don't, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and put Madden on a drag this time because that's what the ability says it's supposed to do. It's supposed to work on short slot routes, and you see right there, he creates separation. He's able to get open. Now, the ability is going to help you with, it doesn't really say, I don't know, did it say catching? But it's supposed to only be, I believe, route running, okay? But just cuts. But you can see how it's lighting up right here as I'm, catching this ball, and I'm able to bring the pass in, okay? And like I said, ability is not going to be 100%, but that catching aspect is nearly 100%, okay? So we're continuing just putting him on these drags. You're able to see creating some separation, and there it is, okay? I believe that pass would have been knocked out if we didn't have an ability, okay? Obviously, we never know, but a lot of these like contested passes underneath, you see that time he just absolutely cooks the guy, so it doesn't even really matter. But a lot of these short underneath slot routes, okay, where it's tight coverage, right? This time I'm gonna put him on an out route. Boom, you're gonna see, can we get that in there? And we're just able to make that catch, okay? I really want to see one that's kind of in coverage, okay? And it's really not, I'm showing you shorter routes, but obviously this works, on these deeper patterns. You're able to see it lights up right there. We're able to bring the pass in, okay? But really what makes this so good is it's not just short slot routes. Short routes in this game are supposed to be underneath 10 yards. So you see the ball's at the 30-yard line, and we have a route here, a corner route that's gonna break 11 yards. So what we're gonna do is we're going to call this play, and we're going to put him on a dig right here that breaks this time, at 12 yards, okay? Boom, take the snap. You can see he's getting pressed, and there's the light up, okay? Now, obviously, there's another defender there because they're in cover 1 running a robber defense, but you can see how he gets open. He's able to create separation, and if I would have thrown that pass, we would have been able to bring that pass in. So if we look at the instant replay, really what makes it so good, boom, okay? This route breaks right here at 11 yards, okay? And that's not technically a short route. So technically, he's not really even supposed to light up. You see, we're gonna call it again, boom. Now that time, I'm not sure, the ability lit up, but like I said, not 100%, of the time does it work. Which I think is stupid. I think that, I don't know why they put abilities in the game if they're not gonna be 100%, but boom, we call it again right there, and then you're able to see route running, boom, create separation, and then, bring that pass in on the light up, okay? He's gonna light up twice. So boom, you can see this route breaks way past 10 yards. This route breaks at like 14 yards down the field. And then he's still able to create this great separation. And obviously, the defender has some abilities, but people I know in MUT, they're really liking those outside shades, inside shades. This is an ability that can counter that, okay? Boom, we stem him super far up the field now. And then you're able to see, once again, route running, light up, boom, okay? This is you get a huge advantage on this because especially when you start thinking about franchise mode, you get to choose your players. MUT, obviously, you get to choose your players. When you have an ability like this that's is gonna light up, I wanna see how far I can stem him up. and he can light up. I mean, you can clearly see this is like breaking at 20 yards. Boom, you can see, and he lit up there. You see that. Now, obviously, you know, I get shedded, but like, dude, like this ability is just so good. I mean, we're gonna run him to the end zone. Can we do it here? Boom, run all the way to the end zone, and he still lights up. Like, you guys, there's so many use cases for this ability, okay? When you have a guy who you can run all the way down, you can run this guy as far as you really want, and you're banking on him creating separation or lighting up. If he doesn't light up, he can still create separation, but when he does light up, you know it's almost guaranteed that he's going to. This is probably the best on outbreaking routes. You can see right there, good defense by the opponent. In previous Maddens 25, 24, this ability is gonna, you know, work every time. But here, not the case. Boom, there we go, light up, throw that pass sideline, bring the pass in because we're able to light up and bring the pass in like I just said. But really, so again, Chris Godwin, Garrett Wilson, Ladd McConkey are the three guys with this. And then, I mean, you can really just see the difference in like a player like Quentin Johnson here running this route again. Man coverage is predictable anyway, so there's going to be times where he's going to get open, but you can just see how there's not really a whole lot of separation on that versus when you have an ability that's intended to light up, and then obviously, like I just said, you have your drag, boom, throw that pass, able to light up and bring the pass in. My favorite part about this ability actually is the catch and traffic boost, because it's great to create separation, but sometimes you don't create a whole lot of separation, honestly. And those catch and traffic boosts, especially on 3rd and 4th down, they're very helpful, okay? So kind of just a summary here, recap. We're talking about the Slot-O-Matic ability, why you need it, and just what makes it so good, okay? You can run any route, any depth. You can call like a 3-yard out route here, boom, okay? Create a little bit of separation, get off the line, and bring that pass in, okay? Sometimes you need the ability, sometimes you don't, but the main thing that makes this ability so good is just your ability to just break the game, okay? This ball's at the 30-yard line, a short route. It's supposed to be 10 yards or under. I'm having Ladd McConkey break at 15 yards here at the 15-yard line, okay? Boom, run his route, Slot-O-Matic lights up, create separation, and you're able to throw that pass given that you have more time in the pocket. So there's other route running abilities that don't do this. This one is the best ability because it gives you both catch and traffic boost and route running, and the route running part is honestly a bit broken in your favor. All right, quick little video breaking down why you need to be using Slot-O-Matic in Madden 26. Like I said, it gives you great route running ability, and it gives you that amazing catch and traffic boost that we all know and love, okay? Start using the Slot-O-Matic ability to destroy man coverage in Madden 26, but if you want me to coach you one-on-one, you want to stay on top of the meta, everything that I know about the game, give it to you, click this video right here where I walk you through my one-on-one coaching platform. I'll see you in the next video.